Gross domestic product, the value of all goods and services produced in the US, rose at 2% annual rate from 1.3% in the previous quarter, figures show today. Joining me on the line to discuss these results further is Lien, Managing Director of FX Strategy at BK Asset Management. Hello, Kathy. US GDP has come out at 2%. What do you make of these results?
Well, I mean, these are stronger numbers. I mean, it's not as strong as the UK GDP numbers that we saw yesterday, where GDP growth hit a 5-year high, but it's still good news. And it's good news on a day that the market really needs it, because, you know, going into the US GDP numbers, we had stock futures pointing to a significantly lower open. We had the euro-dollar falling sharply, and so there was quite a bit of risk aversion in the markets, and so the stronger GDP numbers will help to bolster risk appetite a bit today.
And how important do you think the US GDP figures are for the upcoming US presidential elections? Well,
it is important in the sense that it will help to boost President Obama's chances of re-election. I think what is important to realize is that the details of the report show that a large increase in the GDP was caused by an increase in government spending. And this was actually, one of the first increases in government spending that we have seen since 2010. So this is a pretty big deal, and I think that it may lead some people to believe that it's the government's efforts, going into the election that has helped GDP move the way it has.
Kathy, how do you think the markets will react to the GDP results?
Well, the market is rallying right now, following the GDP results. I think that it actually may be a little bit limited, in my opinion, because if you take a look at how much risk aversion we had going into the North American session, and basically the degree of weakness in the euro-dollar, that I'm not sure if there will be enough to turn today's losses into gains.
And how do you think the GDP result will affect the strength of the US dollar?
Well, it's helping to boost the dollar against the Japanese yen, but once again, the impact right now is kind of limited. We're not seeing a huge boost. It moves maybe 5 pips. It is helping to support the euro-dollar more and just risk appetite more than it is the US dollar against the Japanese yen. I think that when it comes to the price action today, the most important thing to pay attention to is the movement in stocks, because this will be one of those days where currencies will take the cue from equities.
Thanks for joining me, Kathy. Well, that's all we've got time for right now, but stay tuned to Dukascopy TV for more updates and interviews. For now, though, goodbye.